All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for tuning in. This video, we're gonna be doing a few upgrades. Actually, no, we're gonna be doing one upgrade to the E55. I wanna do this upgrade before we actually do the upgrades to the rest of the cars, which would be on the other E55 and the C32. So it's just gonna be one upgrade. I've been really wanting to get this upgrade done on the E55, which is the intercooler pump. I've got the Bosch pump in there, and I'm pretty sure it's the updated pump, but I'll look and check and see which pump I'm actually running. I'm pretty sure it's the updated pump. If everything goes well, then we'll go ahead and put the same pump that I put on the E55 onto the other E55 and on the C32 AMG. This intercooler pump pretty much pumps about 102 liters per minute, which is 27 gallons per minute. That flow is actually pretty massive, especially for these cars. That's like plenty. If anything, it might be a little too much, I don't know. 102 liters per minute is what this pump is gonna be pumping with the E55. Currently, if you guys are curious, I'm still on the stock heat exchanger, no secondary heat exchanger at all, which, I mean, honestly, the pump is gonna be great, but I'm not gonna see the massive gains of lower IATs with just the stock heat exchanger without the secondary heat exchanger. But the pump for sure is gonna be pumping a lot of fluid through the system. We'll see how IATs are once we get it installed and take the car out. The other thing is, I do eventually wanna get the heat exchanger upgraded and the secondary heat exchanger installed as well. And then we can compare, you know, the stock pump with the stock heat exchanger. And did I say stock pump? Yeah, the upgraded pump with the stock heat exchanger, and then compare with the bigger heat exchanger and the secondary heat exchanger with the upgraded pump. For now, I'm just doing the pump. If anything, pump is always great to install first before heat exchanger. I'm not too sure about which one would be best to do first. Obviously, bigger heat exchanger sounds like the most reasonable thing to do, but I figured I'll go ahead and upgrade the pump first before the heat exchanger. Let's go ahead and dive into it, and I will show you guys the pump that we're gonna be installing today. This is the pump. I wanna show you guys the pump real quick. Let me go ahead and unbox it. We ordered two, one for each E55. Also, this is from this company, Aeromotive. This company, they're a pretty good company. They're well known. They make really great fuel pumps, and they actually decided to make a intercooler pump for superchargers that can, you know, pump coolant as fast as possible for supercharged cars. Dang, that is bigger than I thought when I saw it in pictures. We should still be able to make this work. It's as close as the Bosch pump, the way it looks. And this is, what would you call it? Brushless. So you've got your, well, this is the out, and this is the in. 12 and fit in. You guys would have to buy an and or fit in on here to a 3/4 for the hose. And it's got a couple of screws right here that you can mount to the car. I'll show you guys how we'll do that real quick once we get it mounted to the car. And this, okay, so you can't unplug this. It's not like a plug and play, but these wires right here, you would go ahead and wire them onto the stock wires. Quick update on the assembly on the pump. So I've gone ahead and adjusted or fitted my U-bend 3/4 hose on the bottom side. So pretty much the pump, if you look at it upside down, the up is the outlet and the bottom is the inlet. That's why I have the U hose right here. And this right here is a 3/4 to 3/4 brass. You can actually find this on either Amazon or Lowe's, but this is a 3/4 straight through brass, and you want to find these sharp fit in on it, just because they are designed for hoses, water hoses. That's why they have the sharp edges right here, so it hooks onto the hose so it doesn't easily come off. But I went ahead and clamped it anyways on both ends. The fit-in I have on here is a 12 AN orb fit-in to a 3/4. So this pretty much has a rubber or an O-ring at the end of it. It's the best you could use for these kind of applications. you won't get any leaks out of this. The other one is an NTP, which you can pretty much fit a Teflon tape around the threads and then screw it on, but this is the best and I chose that. So that is that. This fit in right here, got it off of Amazon. And honestly, I will post all the items that I got for the pump to install in the car in the description down below, so you guys can just check it out. Obviously, this is Mishimoto, and this is the fit-in that I got, and that's it right here. And other than that, this part is gonna fit straight through to the hose bottom here. With the size of this U hose, I'm pretty sure the other hose from the heat exchanger is gonna clamp on here without having to extend or use an extended hose to clamp onto the heat exchanger. But this is pretty much it. So we'll go ahead, I will install this on the car. Matter of fact, I'll probably wire this. No, I'll install it first in the car and then go ahead and wire this to our wiring harness that's already on the car. If you guys are curious on how I'm gonna tie both or splice the wiring harness to this wiring, I'm gonna be using the multi-wire butt connector. These are pretty safe and they're waterproof. So once you clamp them on, you can heat shrink both ends and it shrinks it. And I'm pretty much gonna be using a heat shrink. Let's see if I have it here. Oh yeah, one of these heat shrink tubing. Go right over it and it's gonna be sealed. You wouldn't have any issues at all. I showed you guys this one, but this is not what I'll be using. I'll be using this right here because the wiring here is a 14 gauge and the one on the car is a 16 gauge. All right, so check it out. I've got the stock pump out and I was curious to what pump I had, and this is actually the updated Bosch pump. It's pretty tiny compared to this. Anyways, I was gonna say, this part that was on the Bosch pump actually fits around this, which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can take it off. I'll show you guys. There we go. So this actually fits around it. This, I just stretched it apart just a tiny bit and then I was able to get it around it. So we should be able to stick this part on it and then use the bolt that was holding this down. The only thing is you can't hook this part. If anything, use the nut, and then there are a few holes back there where this thing lays on. It's gonna lay like this. You could use a zip tie and zip tie it around it so it's secure. So everything is hooked up on the bottom. I wanna show you guys real quick. Honestly, I had to get a new hose for the heat exchanger. The heat exchanger, the hose that was on there, which is right here, didn't fit or wasn't long enough, so I had to go out and get a longer hose, and this is a 3/4 hose if you guys are curious. This kind of bends nicely to fit, but if you get one that's about this length, it's gonna be perfect. This is just a scrap, that's why it looks like this. All right, so this is how it looks underneath. Let me get some more light for you guys to see. And you can tell I had to, you know, make that fit on the U-bend, and that goes to the heat exchanger right there. And the wires are pretty much done over here. I'm gonna test fit it first before I heat shrink everything. But this is how it looks like right underneath the car. This part right here, honestly, if you have a underneath shield, I don't think that's gonna clear at all. You guys could probably make it work if you fit the pump a little bit higher and just zip tie it to its place. But that's the only con with this, is if you have the underneath tray, it's probably not gonna fit. All right, I'm gonna put the car in second position to see how the pump works. Fingers crossed it works. Hey, looks like we got something. Looks like the, yeah, let me turn this off. Obviously, you don't want to run this dry for more than 5 seconds. That's what it said in the manual. I thought I topped this off, but I am definitely not full in coolant because I lost some when I unhooked everything. I thought I poured coolant in here. Anyways, the pump sounds not too loud at all. Let's try this one more time. Let's see how this looks. We're leaking down there. Let's see. Where am I leaking from? I'm gonna have to. I got all the leaks fixed. Some of the clamps, I didn't clamp it too tight enough. I think the pump was just so strong whenever it flows. The clamps needs to be tighter. I'm so nervous, guys. I hope this thing doesn't blow the fuse for the intercooler pump. I think I explained it earlier in the video. That's why I'm saying I'm nervous. I hope it doesn't blow the fuse. If it does, obviously, the next thing would be to route the wires just from the pump straight to the fuse. Honestly, so far, guys, it's currently, I mean, the car says it's 80 degrees right now outside, ambient temperature. And I'm looking at my IATs and it's reading at 86. I'm not sure if it's gonna drop, but the car is up to temp. I'm gonna do a little pull here, see what the IATs are. 95. So it's about 10 degrees above ambient temp, which is honestly really solid. Usually it's 20 or 25 above. Okay, it just dropped to 89. And I mean, the car is now saying it's 81 degrees outside. That's pretty solid. Let me do another pull here for you guys. It's just wanted to stay 10 degrees above ambient. All right, well, let me do some more driving and I'll keep you guys posted. I gotta conclude, this thing likes to stay just 10 degrees above ambient temp. With the Bosch pump, it usually stays about 25 degrees above ambient temp. It's currently 82 degrees right now, and it's reading at 96. We gotta look at the car one more time because this thing looks phenomenal. It looks really good. I'm so happy with the wheels. Also, I'm happy with the pump. I will keep riding with the pump and just cruising with it, doing hard pulls, and I'll keep you guys posted probably in the next video. Right now, the E55, I've got it where I like it. Well, this is gonna be it for this video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe also if you guys are new. If anything, I'll keep you guys posted on how this pump is running and how IATs are doing. And if you guys are interested, go ahead and purchase it. It's a pretty simple install. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.